I'm Jess from Purple Blossom Yoga Studio, and you're watching the East Daily Download.
This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. That's right. This is the East Daily Download.
So let's get started.
Got an idea. Hey, hon. Hey, do you know what happened to my plaid and flannel shirts? I don't see them sitting here in the closet.
I think you gave those to Goodwill, honey. You don't have those anymore.
What? Well, but what?
They're gone. They're gone. Let it go. It's all right.
But we're doing a plaid and flannel show.
Why?
Well, that is a good point. Why indeed? Why not? Why not have some fun? Plaid and flannel. I don't know if that necessarily says fun to everybody, but you know what? It's a tribute to our friend John because it's his birthday soon, so we're celebrating John and all things plaid and flannel. And hey, I've got this hat from yesterday if you were watching, which I'm sure you were. And I tell you what, I'm going to keep looking. Meet you back here in a little bit on the East Daily Download, and we'll continue the hunt for the plaid and flannel. Easy for me to say, plaid and flannel on the East Daily Download. Check the story out.
Now downloading East Daily Download Original Stories.
It started because somebody made me a shirt that said Wicked Pissa Soup Maker. And that's how we talk in Boston. Things are wicked pissa. And down here, everybody thinks pissa is a bad word. It means awesome. And then somebody said, I want one of those shirts. I said, you got to earn the shirt. And the competition was bond. So the whole month of January and February, I have a sheets manager, a stay-at-home mom, a lawyer. They've all come in here trying to make soup to impress me and win a t-shirt, $300 and a name on a plaque. But for 30 days now, I haven't had to pay for soup. And the soup that we've had, today we're doing a butternut squash cream soup. I mean, the soup's coming out of here, they're wicked pizza. And this is something I want to do every year. And you know what? The whole winter, if you guys have winter here, right? You know, you're from Chicago. They don't have winter here. They're funding my winter soup with this competition.
Wow. So how can people get involved in the competition?
Well, all the dates are taken.
Oh, okay.
I posted it on social media and boom. And they have to cook soup enough to serve 120 people a day. They have to buy the ingredients. They have to come here and make it fresh here.
That's so fun.
And that's what we're doing. And it filled up, 30 spots filled like that. So I call it moving mountains. Nobody can push it by themselves. You get enough people together, you can move a mountain.
Hey, welcome back to the East Daily Download. Hope your day is off to a great start. Mine is a bit of a frustrating start today because I cannot find the plaid and flannel shirts that I had sitting right here in the closet. So recently we went through a whole declutter thing, getting rid of stuff. And now I'm wondering if that might have been part of the Salvation Army thrift store donation. By the way, check out the Salvation Army thrift store for our good friends of the Salvation Army in Greenville if you have the chance. But yeah, I can't find it anywhere, so I'm going to have to make some adjustments. So I thought a tie, and I think I found just the right one. Now, I don't know if this is technically argyle or plaid. I mean, it looks tartanish. But it's definitely flannel, so we're going to go with this. Tell you what, why don't we check the story out? Meet you back here in a little bit. I need a sport coat to go with this. Okay, we'll be back here in a little bit on the East Daily Download. And I'm going to put...
Green Memorial Church is where Black people met during the freedom rallies of 1963. Time took its toll on the building until work began to renovate it. Green's pastor calls this landmark a symbol of hope and history.
It was very much in need of repair.
The decades were not kind to Williamston's Green Memorial Church.
The floor was out, the church was pretty much hauled out, and renovations were taking place at that time. So we wanted to make it a safe place for people to come and congregate and to worship.
It's more than just a place of worship. It was a safe haven for African Americans during the 1960s civil rights movement.
Headquarters for those during the time of the freedom fighters and during the marches and during the time of segregation, where they would come and they would have their meetings like with the NAACP.
Pastor Lester Mitchell made it his mission to save this community landmark. 2 years later, Green Memorial is restored, paid for by the congregation.
It really is awesome. It brings home the principle in which is taught in the Bible, that if we bring all our tithes in our storehouse unto the Lord, he will rebuke the hands of the devourer. And he has opened up a window and poured us out many of blessings.
The restoration included the church's original pews and its bell.
Now the bell is now up in the loft and it lights up at night. We are just so glad that we were able to restore a lot of this historical value, as well as some of the furnishings.
Freedom fighters from the past are still church members now, proud of Williamston's symbol of hope.
And it's our opportunity and as well as our obligation to keep the house of faith as well as our history and our legacy alive.
Pastor Mitchell hopes to renovate the church's kitchen and second floor and to one day create a museum about its place in history. In Williamston, Amber Joseph, 9 on your side.
Now downloading Salute to the East. Watch the East Daily Download at WNCT.com under the Download tab. We'll be right back with more local stories on the East Daily Download.
Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download. Hope everything is going well today. What's for lunch? I'm getting hungry, just thought I'd ask. I've got a plaid and flannel tie. I was going to see if I had a plaid and flannel jacket. I think I might, or just have at least a plaid jacket so we can make this whole plaid and flannel thing. And I would encourage you at home to wear plaid and flannel for these few days. And not as a tribute to John, but just because it's cold outside and it's just warm and comfortable. So let's go with that. Yeah, not right for this. Well, you know what? I mean, I don't know if that's technically plaid. It's more checker pattern, but you know what? It's going to have to work for the sake of argument. So we're going to take that. Oh, and you know, hey, look, I've got the CW Station of the Year award right here. Not odd at all to have in the closet, is it? Maybe it's a prop. Who knows? I tell you what, why don't we check out this story, be back here in a little bit, and I'm going to get this jacket on, and we'll keep...
This year's Globe noms are full of snubs and surprises, but in a year without movie theaters, there was one clear winner. Netflix is having a day, leading the Globes with a massive 42 nominations across both film and TV.
I'm supposed to go to Russia, but what I want is a drink.
Their hit limited series, The Queen's Gambit, scored 2 nods, and breakout star Anya Taylor-Joy received double nominations for Queens and her film Emma.
Mank.
The Netflix movie Mank, about the making of Citizen Kane, tops the awards with 6 noms.
Why am I so pretty?
And for the first time ever, 3 women are up for Best Director, including Globe's favorite Regina King for One Night in Miami.
We know this movie is going to win some awards. So how exciting is that?
I don't know, Kevin, because we've heard like these conversations kind of happen before. I am trying to remain in a space of gratitude that we were even able to tell a story like this.
Is anyone out there?
But some A-listers might be feeling snubbed. George Clooney's Midnight Sky, which he acted in and directed, got no love. Same for Tom Hanks for his films The News of the World and Greyhound. One special honor, the late Chadwick Boseman received a posthumous nomination for his final movie role in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
And of course, we'll have so much more on the next Entertainment Tonight. I'm Kevin Frazier.
Now downloading 9 on Your Side News.
Water and energy are 2 resources necessary to make beer. Now breweries are looking at ways their customers can still do this with less of an environmental impact.
And they repurpose the plastic into cooled dog bowls. They do some jewelry, things like that.
National and local brewers are looking at ways to cut down on their carbon footprint. Anheuser-Busch is making North Carolina its first market for test sales of new environmentally friendly Michelob Ultra cans.
So this particular can, if you were to look at it compared to a conventional can, it's 30% less emission reductions in that production of that raw material.
Anheuser-Busch executives say these new cans are on store shelves in the East through a partnership with Carolina Eagle Distributing. It's part of the brewing company's goal to reduce its emissions by 25% by the year 2025.
These cans are important because it allows the consumers to understand how they can actually drive meaningful change as well with the products that they buy.
The East-owned beer makers are tapping into sustainability. Amy Amaker is co-owner of Winterville's local Oak Brewery. Her team is taking steps to limit waste.
Any spent grain that we have, so any malt barley that goes into the brewing process, a farm in Greene County comes and gets that from us and gives it to their cows and pigs.
Any plastic the brewery uses is sent to Raw Plastics in Greenville and is then recycled into new products.
Aluminum's infinitely recyclable, so that was a big thing for us, is using that material specifically due to its recyclability.
Big names in brewing may be taking more environmental measures, but beer makers in the East say there's one way to help them and the earth. by buying local. In Winterville, Ford Sanders, 9 on your side.
When you're tired, winding down from a long day dealing with... Get the news you need at 11 to finish your day out right.
A lot can happen between 6 and 11, but we've got you covered.
From preparing the most up-to-date forecast in our weather center so you know what to expect in the morning, to continuing to follow stories that impact you and covering live breaking news.
9 on Your Side at 11 is here for you.
Join us weeknights on 9 on Your Side News at 11.
Hey Eastern North Carolina, I'm Alexa Kay with the Down East Wood Ducks, the baseball team in Kinston, North Carolina. And just because we don't have baseball right now, doesn't mean we can't give you guys a tour of the stadium. Let's go check it out. Well, we are at the first stop on our stadium tour, which is obviously the bullpen. This is where all of our pitchers are going to be warming up, and if they're a reliever, they're going to be hanging out over here while the game's going on, getting ready to be called in. Let's see what's next. Okay, the next stop on our tour is the Wood Ducks dugout, which is a crucial part of any baseball complex. Most fans would not get to see it, so we're just giving you guys a sneak peek. Here it is. And the next stop on our tour are the batting cages, which are pretty self-explanatory, but not everybody gets to see them, so we wanted to make sure that you got to. Next stop, let's go. Okay, the last stop on our tour is the Woody's Press Box. This is where our visiting and home broadcasters sit, and our PA guy, and a lot more important people up here. I spend a lot of time up here before games getting ready for the show that we put on for you guys, and we definitely wanted you all to have a sneak peek and a behind the scenes of the press box. So here you go. We can't wait for baseball to start back. We miss you, we miss baseball, and go Wood Ducks.
Now downloading Salute to the East.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download. As always, thank you for joining us. We truly appreciate it. We know you have a lot of options, and the fact that you took the time to watch the show, whether on Eastern North Carolina CW weekdays at noon, or the WNCT.com website under the Download tab, or the WNCT mobile app available for free at Google Play and the App Store, and then went down to the tab and watched the show there. However you choose to watch the show, thank you for watching. We appreciate it. That's really what I'm trying to get at. We appreciate you and appreciate your time. Okay. Don't forget also that we have a Facebook and Instagram page, East Daily Downloads, the hashtag. Check it out. Okay. So we're kind of wrapping towards the end of celebrating Plaid and Flannel Week. Why, you ask? Like my wife did. Why not? Because it's wintertime. It's cold. you know, plaid and flannel's the thing to do. Unless you're like me and you got rid of it, in which case you got to make do with the tie. I don't know if that's argyle or plaid, but you know, let's turn it that way. Then it's kind of plaid-ish. Anyway, so it's close as I was going to get. We'll figure it out for tomorrow and see what we'll do. And until then, you have yourself a great day. Don't forget, like us, Facebook and Instagram. And, oh, you know what? Also, use email. If anybody still uses email, you can email us at download@WNCT.com. I'm sure Angie Casada would love to hear from you with her Q&A with AQ. Okay, that's it for today. So on behalf of all of us at the East Daily Download, you have yourself a great one. Thank you so much for your time. And I'm going to do my dramatic walk off camera now. Goodbye.
Friday on the East Daily Download, it's a Fashion Friday. And keep a lookout for Salute to the East. Plus, we'll take a look back at our musician interviews and performances. That's all Friday on the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.